Federal Judge Janice Jack questioned whether the Texas Rangers understand the definition of sex trafficking. The case involves the Refuge, a foster care ranch in Bastrop for young sex trafficking victims. The Rangers investigated complaints about the facility and concluded that an employee accused of taking nude photos of girls in exchange for drugs did not commit sex trafficking. The agency wrote in a March 16th letter to the governor, there were no allegations or evidence that these residents were sexually abused or assaulted by anyone. That letter prompted Governor Abbott to then tweet, Texas Rangers clear Bastrop Child Center from allegations of sexual abuse or human trafficking. Many people jumped to false conclusions.
This situation with the Refuge in Bastrop is just a good example that there's lots of very risky places that these children are in, and children are being hurt. So there's lots to clean up, and we still have lots of work to do.
Paul Yetter is the attorney that sued the state for failing to provide adequate care for foster children in the 11-year-old case.
The thing that was most disturbing about the Rangers' announcement that there was no evidence of sex abuse is that there's lots of evidence of that. And the commissioner of DFPS today told the judge she believed there was lots of evidence of sex abuse. It's obvious that there was. We don't know why the Rangers report said otherwise.
Stephen McCraw, director of the Texas Rangers, did not attend Wednesday's hearing. An attorney for the Refuge was there but did not testify or speak to the media afterward.
Is the state failing its foster children?
There's no question that they are. The commissioner herself said that in a recent hearing, that these children are innocent. They're not there by their own choice, and the state has to take care of them, has to keep them safe.
A report by federal court monitors found the Refuge had a host of problems. All of the children at the facility have been removed, but no one has been charged criminally. Yetter says it is going to take time to solve Texas's many issues in the foster system.
With a rich state like Texas, we should be treating our children better than this. They shouldn't have to be going out of state for care. They shouldn't have to be in unsafe places. This is our duty to keep these children safe.